But every time you go to some tire place or a mechanic, they're trying to charge you money to rotate your tires. Well, you see all these cars? I never rotated the tires on any of them. All modern cars have radial tires. Sometimes it looks like they're going flat, but this is perfectly full of air. And since they sit that way, they wear pretty evenly all by themselves. Now, if you got a junker car with all kinds of problems and the tires really wear unevenly, go ahead and rotate them. But with a modern, well-running car, you're wasting your money rotating the tires all the time.
I have something to say about this. All right, so I was a tire tech for multiple years, and this video, it just rubs me the wrong way. Scotty Kilmore, I forget this guy's name. I would like to say that he's just wrong, and here's why. He's not entirely wrong, I guess, to be completely honest, because people do look at tires and they're like, hey, it's just kind of running low, and it's like, no, that's how it sits. When it comes to tires and tread wear, first of all, general advice like this is not going to apply to everyone, obviously. Now, he talks about older cars and he talks about newer cars. The car itself, or the vehicle that we're talking about that's topic of conversation, doesn't matter quite so much. What does matter is the specific tire that you're running on that vehicle. Why do I say the vehicle doesn't matter so much? Well, because you could have two sets. On the same vehicle, you could have any other type of tire run other than what the OEM manufacturer recommends. So let's say it's a Jeep. Yeah, you can have these big, super muddy Nitto KO2s, whatever. You can have that, but there's also these Jeep Wrangler people that just drive around like it's a rental. They just have, I don't know, some Goodyear insurance all seasons, whatever. So the thing that you should really keep in mind when it comes to buying tires is really this. It's use case, okay? When I talk to someone about their use case and what they're looking for, they're gonna come to me with some information that can help me help them. So do they do a lot of highway driving? Do they not drive it a whole lot every year? Do they want to do off-road a little bit? Are they worried about the winter? Is it all-wheel drive? Is it, because that can change things too, and that applies to the tread wear and how that changes over time. Now, Scotty says that you don't need to rotate your tires and that it's a waste of money. First of all, if you get your tires from a specific shop or a chain or whatever, a lot of the times you can just go in there and you can schedule a rotate and balance and you can get that done at any time. So you've already kind of paid for it because you bought the tires from there. That's one option. If you just bought the tires, you installed them yourself because you know what you're doing, then you can also do this yourself and you can check the tread wear and make sure that everything's okay on your car. But to say that tires wear perfectly fine without rotating for the entire span of that tire's life is just not true. He also kind of glazed over the whole idea that you're just, because you have a junker car, okay, now you should pay attention. That's not necessarily true either. If your vehicle is out of alignment or you have suspension issues, if you look at this picture here, I would see this all the time. Wubs in the tire, it looks like waves. That could be a suspension issue. And just because you have a newer car doesn't mean that your car doesn't have issues, okay? Because ultimately the maintenance of the vehicle comes down to you. You have to make sure that you're keeping up with everything that you should be caring about. And that's more than just an oil change every year or whatever some people do. Beyond the maintenance being your own thing that you should focus on, you need to keep in mind that the drivetrain matters too. If it's all-wheel drive, that will affect the tire wear over time differently than a front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive car. In fact, we've pulled in cars and taken a look and instantly known whether or not anyone's ever gotten a rotation. There are people out there who will get a brand new set and they will just do nothing until one blows or it's very obviously time to get new tires. And then the rear set, if it's front wheel drive, like a lot of modern economy boxes are that a lot of people drive, well, the rears are going to be like kind of okay, and the fronts will just be obliterated. So yeah, you do need to rotate your tires. Should you pay for it? Well, if you have the time and you have a jack, you could do it yourself. There's a lot of how-tos online. Or if you bought your tires from someone or somewhere that will do that as a service because it's part of the package deal that you bought, then just have them do it. You can even set up reminders on your phone for every so often to go out and check your tread. There's a lot of tread tips or tread tool tips or whatever online you can find to help you out too. And like I said, there's also other patterns in terms of wear that you can pick up on and see when you just look at them. Or don't feel like you can't take your hand and feel the tire. Like that's kind of, I don't know, you're down there and you're filling up your car, but look, that's how you find issues. Should you rotate your tires? I would say, yeah, keep it in mind. Do your maintenance, check your car, make sure everything's running nicely. If you hear a weird sound, try to figure it out. And if you can't, try to find someone or somewhere that can help you figure that out too. Remember that maintenance on a vehicle is completely up to you. If you own it and you're the driver and you're the main person who's always in that car, if something goes wrong and it's due to the lack of maintenance, that's kind of, I don't know what to say, it's just, it's kind of on you, you know? So that's why Scotty Kilmer's wrong. I saw this, it bothered me as a technician, so I finally got around to making this video real quick. And take anything with you. It would be that internet advice, even from me or anyone else online, is only so good. It's not gonna apply to you specifically. It almost never does. Also, I apologize for there not being a live stream this week. This jersey here is the reason. I was a little hungover on Friday. There should be one this week though, so subscribe for that. 99% of you aren't subscribed, so if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so I can see you again next week. Hopefully I was helpful. Don't always listen to Scotty Kilmer or online advice. Like I said, it doesn't always apply to you, and even if it does, probably just apply a grain of salt. Doesn't hurt. So it's gonna have to be it from me. I'll see you in the next one.